fitness segment, and as we usually do, we check in with Keita Pelley, who is a fitness expert, and not only that, but a motivational expert. You're the brightest person. You brighten up all of our days when you come in because she has this beautiful smile, and you just shine. And today I found out that there's a story behind that.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that we wanted to talk today about was weight loss and the yo-yo dieting, and I have a lot of passion and empathy for this topic because about 4 years ago I was in a horseback riding accident and I gained about 40 pounds after this accident. I had a hard time walking and I kind of had to learn a lot of new things along the way. And going through this last 4-year process was an incredible growth period for me as a personal trainer and as a motivational speaker and presenter and as a human being.
Yeah.
So for a lot of people out there that have struggled with weight loss, they may look at a finished product and judge that and think, well, that person has always been that way. But for a lot of the trainers out there, we go into this field because we've overcome huge obstacles.
Let's talk about attitude because, you know, I was just saying, I asked your husband off camera, is she like this every day? Because
Poor guy.
Attitude is everything.
Attitude
and now
is everything.
you embrace each day. And that's the jump off point for losing weight and keeping it off.
Absolutely. One of the things that I instill in every single client that I work with is having exercises that you do for yourself every week, as important as physical exercise and as important as the nutrition concepts that we'll talk about today. But one of my phrases of motivation that has gotten me to walk again and to exercise again was a little story when you're a kid, the little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. So every day you just wake up and you just know that I can do this, I can do this, I can do this.
Okay. Let's do some exercise. Show us some exercises to get started with. Say somebody's 30 pounds overweight. They need to get a jumping off point here. Give us some motivational, some mental, and some physical.
Okay, great. One thing that I want to talk about is if you're age 45 years old, you're sitting out there right now, and you're 10 pounds overweight, your life expectancy is going to decrease by 8%. So I'm kind of getting your attention with that quote because I want to show people that if you're out there and you're 10 pounds overweight, we got to get you going. So one of the most simple exercises that you can do, again, I'm going to demonstrate with a physio ball what's called a Keita lunge. And what this is you're going to just go into a lunge back position, take your back leg back, and we're going to take this ball, and what we're going to do is we're going to work the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings, your scapular adductors, your postural muscles, and your abdominals. And so this is what we're going to do. We're going to hold this ball straight up here in the air, and we're going to drop down really slow with control and back up again.
That works what?
And this is working all these muscles.
Everything.
Everything. So you're pulling in your abdominal cavity right now. You're down in this position here. You're squeezing your glutes, your back, your hamstring, your quads.
Yeah.
And it's hard to talk while you do this really fast. You just come down and up like this.
So that's you do it fast. You keep the knee a little bend in the knee there.
Little bend in the knee. And if you're just starting out at home, what I would do is just recommend to have a chair right here, and you can just hold your chair and then just come down really slow, even if you just go this far down.
Now
just
these are heart rate.
go.
Will these get the heart rate going?
This will get the heart rate going if you do a lot of repetitions.
Okay.
If you're just starting out exercising, again, go for a walk, go for a gentle walk, or increase your cardiovascular exercise, as important as increasing lean muscle tissue.
These are buff-up exercises here. These are buffers, what I call them. Now let's talk about nutrition. Let's get a jumping off point for nutrition.
Okay.
How do you start? Because obviously, bad habits don't die easy.
Right.
When it comes to eating.
That's one of the most important concept that I tell my clients. The first thing is if you're going to the grocery store and you're doing your shopping, stay on the perimeter of the grocery store. So what that means is eating fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, meats, proteins, yogurts, cheeses, nuts, things like that. I like to think about the Greek athletes, the athletes that were the foundation for the Olympics. What did they used to eat? They ate really fresh foods and vegetables.
Yeah, that's true. You know, and I never thought about that, staying around the outside of it,
Yep.
because I get caught, you know, I hear the Keebler brothers yell at me when I'm walking through the grocery store, and I'm going, but, you know, that's a good idea. It's a great idea. So you got to start somewhere. Start with a walking if you're pretty much overweight.
Yes.
You don't want to risk anything, and you got to see the doctor first and
Right.
get checked out.
Yes. Make sure that that's a great starting point for every single client that I have. I have them go to their doctor and get a complete physical, and in that way, that's a starting point for us, so that in 6 months they go back to their doctor and they can see their body change, not only from the outside, but from the inside out, and that's the most important thing when we're talking about heart disease, strokes, things like that, cancer.
You know, another great thing is to get involved with an organization like when I went with the Leukemia Society Team in Training Concept, where you have 30 other people doing the same thing you're doing, that's a great motivational factor.
Absolutely. Setting goals within your organization, getting groups of people together, always training for a cause is great, because if you don't feel like getting out of the bed, you think of someone in a less fortunate position than you, and that motivates you to get out there and to make a difference.
Get accountable.
So just setting goals, finding organizations that have great fun runs or walks or things like that are great.
You ought to see this woman. These calves. Can we get a shot of the calves? You have the most phenomenal calf muscles and
They're from running.
Golly. Well, see, we're going to put a life-size Keita poster up on our refrigerator, and then we're all going to get in shape. Keita, thank you so much. And I'm glad you shared that story about what happened with you, because now I know why you're so darn up.
Yes.
And it's starting to rub off. Look at me.
Yeah, very
I'm
good.
smiling. Big smile.
You got to do that.
Thanks for coming in. And
Thank you
you come
very
back
much.
next week and have some more exercise for us?
Actually, next week I'll be in Indiana, my brother's wedding, but I'll be back the week after that.
Okay. Indiana, huh?
Yeah, Indiana.
Those folks are in shape.
Yeah.